Good morning from our backyard. Today I want to show you an edible polyculture that you can grow on a small scale, even in a large container, but you could also of course scale it up if you like. When my children were small, I bought the zinc tap in a second-hand store and they had it in the garden to play with water. But when they grew older and were no longer interested, I turned it into a planter. We drilled holes in the bottom and I put a layer of gravel and then we filled it with a potting mix. And every year I plant a different edible polyculture in it. I like to play with different structures and colors. One year I had a polyculture of edible flowers, which was very pretty and productive. Another year I had a polyculture that was inspired by the Three Sisters polyculture. And then one year I had a mix that was that consisted of perennial vegetables and perennial herbs. And this year I want to do a mix of annual vegetables and some edible flowers and herbs. Last year I planted spring bulb lasagne with crocuses, tulips and daffodils. You can watch a video about that in the archives. But now that the flowers have finished flowering, I took the bulbs out and I prepared it for new planting. I put in a layer of bokashi, which is fermented kitchen waste basically, and I do it by putting in first a layer of potting mix, then a layer of the bokashi, and then finishing with a layer of potting mix again, and then I leave it for a week before I start planting. I have some plants here that I grew from seed and I want to show you how I put them together in the container to create a beautiful and productive display. When you're planting a container with ornamental plants, you want something that will give height, something that will give volume, and something that will spill over the edge of the container. And you can achieve the same things, the same effect with edible plants as well. I have some red stem chard here, 3 plants that I will put somewhere at the back. And I have these 2 red pepper plants. These have been sitting in 2 small pots too long, but they will recover. And then I have lettuce, red leaf lettuce, that I'll put somewhere towards the front, that will give volume. And I have nasturtium, dark leaf nasturtium, which have both edible leaves and edible flowers. That one will spill over the edge of the container. It is a compact variety because you don't want 2 big ones. These would take over the whole container. And I also have some marigolds. These are citrus scented. They have small orange flowers and citrus scent. They're edible, both the flowers and the leaves, but they're also a great companion plant. So I'll put these somewhere close to the peppers. I think I'll put in 2 or 3. And I have one Perilla Shiso plant, which is a Japanese a plant herb that is used in Japanese cooking a lot. And that one will go either here or there. I have to decide. So that's the planting done, and I want to do one more thing, and that's cover the potting soil with cocoa shells, because these will prevent evaporation. So that means I don't have to, the container will not dry out as fast, and I will not have to water it that much, but they also help to prevent slug damage. It will not take long before we can start harvesting from the polyculture, and I have chosen the plants in such a way that by harvesting we will not immediately destroy the display. For example, the lettuce can be harvested by picking the outer leaves and having it regrow, and you can do this with many varieties of lettuce. except of the butterhead, which form a close crop. But this is a loose leaf lettuce, and you can pick it like that and just keep harvesting from it for weeks. The same goes for the chard. Obviously peppers you can pick as they ripen, and also the herbs and the nasturtium you can pick when you like. That was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it will inspire you to try growing some polycultures in a container. Please let me know if you try them, and I will show you the progress of ours in a future video.